Imagine planting 1,000 seeds and watching only a handful survive. Most people will call this a disaster. Yet, this is the reality of shellfish farmers around the world. In Aotearoa, New Zealand, 350 billion green shell mussel seeds are harvested each year, but only 2 billion make it to the market, indicating losses of nearly 99.5%. Every lost seed means lost production that costs industry millions of dollars and adds increasing pressure to the already scarce wild seed resources. The impacts ripple far beyond the farm, affecting the livelihoods of coastal and rural communities that depend on shellfish aquaculture. A way to boost the survival of these seeds is to grow them to larger sizes in a nursery system before transferring them to coastal farms. They're typically powered using grid electricity and solar energy, both of which are costly to install and maintain. Although solar is promising, it's highly dependent on the weather conditions. To break this wall, we are developing a tidal nursery system that requires no external power. It harnesses the ocean's natural movement by using the rise and fall of tides to drive the paddle wheel. A prototype has already been developed and tested at a commercial marine farm, where the trials have demonstrated that tidal energy can reliably generate water required to feed the seed. The next big question is, can this actually help reduce shellfish seed losses? To test this, the prototype is currently deployed at a marine farm where a 1-month trial is underway with mussel seeds in them, where we're going to evaluate the survival and growth rates. The tidal nursery system could revolutionize the shellfish aquaculture industry by lowering costs, reducing seed losses, helping shellfish farmers bring more shellfish to the market, and unlocking nursery operations in remote locations where grid infrastructure is unavailable. Breaking this wall of shellfish seed losses is not just an innovation, it's a step towards stronger coastal communities, more sustainable blue economy, and a resilient aquaculture industry. For years and centuries, tides have shaped our coastline. Now, it's time for them to shape the future of aquaculture. Thank you.
Questions?
Yeah, I'll start. This is more a technical question about how shellfish larvae, I guess they are, how they actually go through those first weeks and months. So this would grow them in these tidal ponds, but not settle, right? It would just. When do they actually die off? You know, is it during this floating stage, or is it the settlement onto substrate that is the problem?
Yeah. So what's happening is that they die off when they're on the substrate. So we do harvest a lot of the seeds from the beaches, and we are lucky enough that we have a lot of shellfish seeds that we can get. But what happens is that the period between the time that they're on the rope and the time they reach market, there's like losses of over 99.5%. So that's what we're trying to reduce. So we'll take the seeds, put them in these systems, grow them to a certain size, and then transfer them onto the ropes again.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Interesting talk. This technology could be used or deployed in a range of different aquaculture systems, right? Has it been used in salmon farming, for example, or anything like that previously that people have used?
Yeah. So nursery systems are widely adopted for shellfish aquaculture industry, and I'm not really sure about fish farms because they use nets, but it's well established for oysters, clams, and mussel industry. But the main problem for their uptake is electricity and the cost. So that's what we're trying to break by making it more accessible and using the locally available marine energy source.
Thank you.